not telling you what I heard, but what I know. And what I know is that you're loved and lovable. You've always been loved and lovable, and you're always going to be loved and lovable for the rest of your life. And no one can change your true loved and lovable nature. They may try, but they will not succeed. You are loved and lovable. And because you are loved and lovable, you move differently. You love more boldly. You accomplish your dreams. You ask for help because you're loved and lovable. We're not going to be here very, very long today, but I wanted to come over into the YouTube and Facebook community and just talk a bit about what we're working on. I have adopted a new kind of atmospheric pressure as it relates to my calling and what I'm sent to the planet to do. And many of you who have been engaged in my community have seen many versions of me. You've seen flight attendant me, you've seen Broadway me, you've seen banker me, you've seen all kinds of versions of me. And so now it's like, yo, for the last 25 years, this guy's been working and serving the community in all of these different ways, but what is he doing now? And it's gotten a little confusing, right? Because I've not been always properly introducing myself to the community. And so now I'm taking responsibility. I'm putting my love in action, and I'm coming here on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays and introducing our work to the community. There are people who are donating to our causes. Welcome to the open house, whomever you are, and welcome to our TikTok watchers as well. There are people who are actually sending cash to support the work that we're doing here. There are people who are keeping the lights on and keeping provisions in place for this loved and lovable mission. And so I'm showing up now with a greater level of conviction because these folks are believing in me. Poppy Waters believing in me. Tara's believing in me. Nadia's believing in me. People whose names I can't even speak here because they told me not to are believing in me, and now it's time to go for it. And so this open house is part of me going for it. I'm trying to go to the next level of this. So thank you so much for coming to the open house today. And I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what we've been working on. First of all, the money that you're sending is not going into thin air. It's actually, addressing the tangibles of our new organization. It's buying things like lovedandlovable.org. Lovedandlovable.org costs $12 a month. And people are sending that to us, and we are keeping that on. And when you go to the site, it's going to say, Welcome to Love and Action Network. And it's going to just very clearly, as of yesterday, because I redesigned it yesterday, it's now going to tell you very simply what we're doing. Dr. Flo and his team of amazing collaborators, folks like Tara Praolo Studio, The Greasy Spoon with TT Nadia, House of Mommy Water with Brentley, The Casual Coach, Shannon McFadden, Healing and Wellness. These are our amazing collaborators who are partnering with us to heal the global loved and lovable community. These are people who are saying, yo, I believe in you, Dr. Flo, and I believe in this very, very simple message that everyone is loved and lovable no matter what. And that if we can get into our loved and lovable truth, we're going to live lives that we never even imagined for ourselves. So me and my cool kid gang on the internet, gang, TikTok, gang. Starlight Mystic is a new person that's in the network. Welcome into Love and Action Network, Starlight Mystic. One of the members of our Beautiful Soul Mod Squad over on TikTok. These amazing collaborators like Starlight Mystic and Tara Praolo Studio and beyond, we're all trying to get together and heal ourselves and each other through this loved and lovable community. And you're encouraged to attend our events. You're in one right now. All of our events are listed on lovedandlovable.org. We do multiple events a day to try to encourage people and uplift people on the planet. It's very peas and carrots kind of work here that we do. We'll never try to save your soul. We'll never try to make you feel bad about yourself. It's all about encouraging and equipping and empowering people and making them feel like they can. We do that all day here. Even when we're shaking our ass, we're doing that to lift each other up, you know? So come to our events, learn more about our campaigns. The campaign that I'm really, really pushing right now is my red letter campaign. It's in the style. If you come from the traditions I come from, there are these red letter Bibles where the words of Jesus are written in red. And if you look at the words of Jesus and what he was doing to uplift the people and encourage the people and feed the people and love on the people and bring an ease to people's life, you know, I'm down with that. So my mission is grafted in that, and my letter is also written in all red letters. That letter calls for an end of houselessness and hunger in the community, the one that I sit in, and also globally. It also calls for ceasefire inside of my heart and inside of the hearts of all the people, and a ceasefire in the world. I'm calling for that in my writing and in my words here. And it also calls for a global love revival that I know is trying to break out in the hearts of all of us. There's a love revival, and as Tara would put it, a joy revolution that is trying to break out in the hearts of us all. There will be singing. There will be dancing. There will be flag waving. There will be twirling. We're going to have rejoicing in this lifetime, Starlight. We're going to have rejoicing in this lifetime. It is our birthright to not be all doom and gloom all the time. I will have an 8-show-a-week Broadway-style production of a parade singing and dancing. I'm talking Disneyland every night for love. That is my vision here. That's what the people are paying for. People like Tara Praolo Studio and TT Nadi and the Greasy Spoon, they're not giving so much to us because they just want to see us sit around the internet. We're getting Disneyland every night for love. I'm going to sing my behind off every night for love. Shanique, we are healing in this life. And we're taking everybody in the digital community with us. But my campaign is very simple. I want the end of domestic abuse, emotional abuse, and emotional violence. I want to end to all of those things in the community. I want to end of people feeling like they want to unalive themselves. They tell me in this community that the children want to unalive themselves. As a kid who wanted to unalive myself for being different or not accepted or not loving myself, even though love was coming in from the community, I think that we have work to do. So anyway, I'm gonna get off that soapbox because I don't want to be here forever, but I do want you to know that my campaign is very, very real, and it's something that's not just tapping into pieces of the community. There is not a community that's not affected by houselessness, hunger, war, the war of the heart. You know, I'm calling for a ceasefire over in Gaza. Well, the only way there's going to be a ceasefire in Gaza is if there is a ceasefire in the heart. And that's really what I want to talk about with my life and talk about in community with Starlight and Tara and Pastor Brentley. If you're just now tuning in, thank you so much for coming in. You're in the Love and Action Network Open House, where I'm talking a bit about the work we're doing over at lovedandlovable.org and laying out the next 20 years of work, and thanking the donors and sponsors for the housing. The lights and the housing is not paid for by us. It has brought me shame, except when I realize that it is for the mission. It's for the mission. The lights have to be on so that I can say into the cameras, you're loved and lovable. You've always been loved and lovable, and you're always going to be loved and lovable. And $10 at a time, and $20 at a time, and $25 at a time, and $50 at a time, and $250 at a time, and much, much more. And rent payments and utility payments at a time, the community is providing for me so that I can tell you that you are loved and lovable. And so I'm just talking about the things that we're building here with the money. We're not just sitting around. We're moving forward. You can also join our daily discussions. There's a program that we run every morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, and all of you are invited. There's been about, let's see now, 4.5 thousand people tuned in today. If just a fraction of those came to the Daily Boost, we would see a change in global communities, because in our morning boost, we talk about our power words, we talk about our intentions, we talk about our goals, and then we as a community help each other to lift dreams that would not be liftable if we were alone. And so everybody's invited to the 10 a.m. Live. You're invited back to get updates from me in color on our open houses. And also we do nightly lives as well, to just sometimes chill and chat, but also sometimes to sing songs of rejoicing. That will also be the slot where the revival will be. So right now it's in the house, but eventually the 7:30 to 10:30 window will be out, sharing the behind the scenes live on TikTok, but singing in actual revival in real life and also digital. Moving forward, you can purchase merch to fund the cause. It is $50 per product, but just know that $50 is keeping the website on for 5 months. $50 is buying us groceries for the week. $50 is contributing to the rent and the utilities. $50 is a pot of lentils for the hungry community at the concerts that we're going to do. And so just never think that that what you can contribute is not enough. And for those of you who are just paying us attention, that is payment as well. I'm very, very grateful for your attention. Like, shares, and subscribes. For those of you over on TikTok, hitting that button and pushing the bell to all is a way that for free 99 you can say, yo, Dr. Flo, I really believe in you, what you're doing. I don't want you to give up, and I want you to keep telling people every day with your life that they are loved and lovable. Hair and makeup did not move my ball to the front. So thank you for purchasing merch if that's your thing. Oh, here's something that you can also do for free. From the main website, you can join Team Better. Team Better is our free 99 public Facebook group where we are encouraging people to be better every day with their lives. If you are a person who would like to celebrate how you are better today than you were yesterday or a week ago or a month ago or a year ago, or if you are a person who wants to become better, 1% better every day is all you need. 1% better today is better than 0% better today. If you're trying to do that, you can join Team Better from the main site. We offer words of inspiration in our community. Let's see about these power words today. The logged power words of the day are professionalism. Poppy Water is valuing professionalism today. And Dr. Flo's power word of the day is faith. Shannon's power word yesterday was immensely, moving immensely in life. Dr. Flo's word was flow, hashtag duh. My word of the day yesterday, Tara's word of the day yesterday was restore. And Poppy Water's word of the day yesterday was care. And then on the 10th, Starlight Mystic, your word was passion. It's on the website. Your word was passion on the 10th of November this year. Dr. Flo's word was ease. Poppy Waters' word was peace. And Tara did tell me what her word was that day. I got to add it in. She wasn't sleeping. She was actually, she was actually, it was placed somewhere else. Loved and lovable. Okay, in addition to offering your word of inspiration into our community tapestry of our power words, you can also tap in to grow your dreams. And when I say to grow your dreams, I'm talking about our academies and our programs. The bulk of my personal funds and resources to live will now be coming from Loved and Lovable Academy. What is Loved and Lovable Academy? Well, for right now, I'm offering life coaching, vocal performance coaching, business, spiritual, and dream coaching for people. It is sliding scale, and there are also scholarships available. I know that we've definitely given away at least one vocal scholarship so far to a trans non-binary member of the community who did not have the funds to support their vocal lessons, but the funds came in from our community. So if you're out there and you're wanting to go bigger in your dreams or go deeper into your spiritual practice, if you're wanting to grow an online business or tell your story personally better online, build a better resume, have a better website, if you want to perform better in interviews, I have done some of the toughest interviews on the planet. In fact, becoming a flight attendant is like a 10 interview process. If you ask around about what it means to become a flight attendant, because you have to be shield and protector and defender and caretaker and nurse of people in the air. There's a long process to become one of those, and there is a systematic way to interview yourself into a better opportunity. But I'm not going to teach that right now. But that's what I do in my business coaching. We clean your resume. Poppy Water and the House of Mommy Water does graphics, and we can make your resume just stand out. And then I teach you how to go into the actual interview and sell yourself for the bag. And if you're interested in performing or showing up on platforms like Restream and TikTok and being comfortable, that is not something that all people are born with naturally. It's not even something that I was born with naturally. I promise you, no one is built with a microphone in their hands. If you'd like to cultivate your performance knowledge and learn how to perform better on camera or on stage, there's vocal performance coaching and then also life coaching for people who may or may not be stuck in your path, or maybe you're just wanting to really go deeper and invest in yourself to be a better human. Life coaching is for you. Also, sliding scale and scholarships are available. Last thing, and thank you for hanging on this long in our Love and Action Network open house. Um, we're going to have this revival. It's called the Love Experience. It's going to be pretty rad. It's going to have musical theater singers, shower singers, karaoke performers, cabaret artists, young students, teenagers, 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds, 80-year-olds. There's going to be a bunch of people coming together to just have a healing encounter with higher power using the arts. And just go to the website and learn more about this revival. I've been talking about this revival for years. And I think that if the right eyes get on this project, we will have it. And you're part of that TikTok. The reason why I show up on TikTok, because I'm an ambivert. I'm mostly introverted, y'all. Would you believe that? I'm mostly introvert. I don't even like to leave the house. But the reason why I show up is because I want this revival. I want this global love revival. I want to sing in the streets for love. It's a better vibration than war. It's a better vibration than violence. It's a better vibration than fear. We will have this revival. We will have this revival. We will proclaim more love, more power, more sound mind. Medicated or unmedicated, more love, more power, more sound mind. And if you want to learn about it in the black and white, I would love your assistance in helping me lift this project of my heart in your town. I got video demos, audio demos, experience demos, live interviews I've done, my photos, my headshots, the song list, the testimonials, the technical requirements, the red letter we talked about. It's all there on the site. We're going to have this revival, Starlight. You know that, right? We're going to have this revival. It's here. And I'm so sorry that I'm emotional about it. But I've done everything I can do to let people know what I want. And I want what I want. And I want a global love revival. Funded by the people and for the people. As above, so below. As above, so below. So if anything I've said over the last 22 minutes has struck a chord within you, go to the website and just become a member like Starlight did last night. She's already loved and lovable and volunteering on the team. Panelist, producer, amazing person in the last 24 hours or met. We've just met. And just go to the site and just look into who we are. Click the link for our amazing collaborators and learn more about Tara Praolo Studio. Learn more about the House of Mami Wata and its wonderful leader, Papi Wata. Learn more about the Greasy Spoon, who is funding our housing at the moment. Learn more about Love City Arts, my baby of the last 1,000 years, trying to encourage, equip, and empower the people. Learn more about Love in Action Network, which is the umbrella that we all sit under as we play in the sandbox together. And learn also more about McFadden Healing and Wellness and the work they're doing to bridge holistic healing with mental health care. We got a community that believes in better. And so I want to thank you for coming to the open house and listening to me. I will be distributing the audio from this on our podcast platforms and also putting this in the hands of the people who give to us and also people who may want to prosper us. But we're going to have this revival, because if someone had told me throughout my younger years and through my early 20s into my 30s and now pushing 40, if someone had told me every day without apology that I was loved and lovable no matter what, and that I've always been loved and lovable no matter what, and that I was always going to be loved and lovable no matter what, it would have changed the arc of my story. And so part of the work that we're doing is to let these young people know. There's not a young person that I see these days that I do not tell to their face that they are loved and lovable. And sometimes they go, "What?" Even today in here, 4.6 thousand people have watched and tuned in today, and some of them get it and some of them don't. But our work is to amplify that message, to proclaim freedom for Palestine, to proclaim freedom for Israeli people, to proclaim freedom for all of humanity, to proclaim ceasefire in Gaza, and ceasefire in our hearts, and ceasefire in our families, and ceasefire in our communities, and ceasefire in our homes. This is the work, and the work is now. This is the work, and the work is now. And we can be loved and lovable and be in joy about it. One thing that has changed about my life over the last 3 years, and I'll land here as like a personal privilege comment. I've been working really hard at this project for 12 years. 12 years. 12 years. It got really heavy for me. It got really heavy for me until I got friends like Tara Praolo's studio and Papi Wata at the House of Mami Wata to remind me that there should be joy in your work. And there should be joy in your life. You should always have a friend like Robert. You should always have a friend like Robert. You should always figure out a way, even in the harshest of times, even in the craziest of conditions, find a way to fall in love with yourself. Find a way to fall in love with your day. Find a way to fall in love with your life. And do it now. Thank you, Starlight. Do it now. Figure out a way to fall in love with your loved and lovable life. And do it now. Do it now. Thanks for being here. We'll see you on Wednesday at 5 o'clock if you want to come back for updates. I'll be updating you on the people that I hired and fired this week, and also all of our programs that we are developing. I'm very, very grateful to Tara Praolo for coming to YouTube Live and anchoring our discussion today and helping us stay on the path towards our freedom. Tara is the joy part of my work. I have my own joy, okay? I got joy enough for the planet. But Tara and Britley specifically are the people who daily remind me how essential joy is to the work that I do. And that no matter how low the bank account may get at the mission, and no matter how dark and bleak the times may get in my personal storms, and in all of our personal storms, there's always room for joy. You can always clutch a Cheerios box with a pillow and be happy, healthy, and free of all suffering. Happy, healthy, and free of all suffering. Happy, healthy, and free of all suffering. I'll see you soon.